I know we have a 11:30 air quality management, but I'm going to try to get our 53 up really quick. If we can get Cami up. I know you've been waiting diligently. Everyone has. I apologize about our time certainties being a little bit delayed. But we have got a great end of the year housing market update. And thank you very much for being here, Cami.
Of course, thanks for having me. So good morning, Chair Long and supervisors. My name is Cami Pinsak. I'm the 2024 president of Ventura County Coastal Association of Realtors, a professional membership organization representing over 2,000 real estate and housing professionals across West Ventura County. I'm pleased to be with you this morning to continue a new outreach program from our association. It's to better inform our community and decision makers such as yourself. We have put together a market update report program to be presented on a quarterly basis at each of the 7 cities in West Ventura County, as well as here at the Board of Supervisors. We last saw you all in September and are excited to be with you again this morning. We hope these reports can provide meaningful insight into the current housing market and the policies that shape it. And I believe you all have these handouts. Our report features in-depth analysis of the California housing crisis, Ventura County's specific demographic data, and current state and local housing statistics. These reports will evolve over time. For instance, we are planning to add advanced comparisons and rental market information on the next quarter's report. Over time, our goal is to tell the story of a changing Ventura County housing market and equip consumers and policymakers to make the best possible decisions. To build the most effective reports, we welcome your feedback, and we also encourage the county to make these reports available to the public. So let's start with the housing market overview. In 2024, Ventura County's housing market showed continued demand, but also key challenges. New listings increased from 4,189 in 2023 to 4,696 in 2024, a 12% improvement, an encouraging sign of activity. Closed sales also grew, rising from 3,356 to 3,521, reflecting healthy buyer interest. However, despite this activity, our inventory remains critically low. Ventura County currently only has 2.8 months of housing supply, which is up slightly from 2.2 months last year, but far below the 4 to 6 months needed for a balanced market. At the same time, prices continue to climb. The median sales price rose to $1,186,550 in 2024, marking a 5% increase from $1,126,530 in 2023. This price escalation, coupled with stagnant housing supply, poses significant challenges for affordability and accessibility. I think we all know that last year, our county was rated the most unaffordable in the nation, and it wasn't the most expensive. That just means that the wages did not keep up with the price of housing. And the reality for many residents is clear. Ventura County is becoming increasingly unaffordable for our essential workforce. With a median household income of $101,546, many families are priced out of home ownership or forced to commute long distances. Key demographics, teachers, healthcare workers, first responders are unable to secure housing close to their jobs. This affects retention, quality of life, and the local economy. Furthermore, 82% of residents commute alone to work, often for over 30 minutes. Long commutes strain families and our infrastructure, reducing time spent contributing to our community. At VCCAR, we see housing as more than an economic issue. It's a cornerstone of community stability and growth. We are committed to working collaboratively with this board, municipal policymakers, and stakeholders across the community to identify practical, data-driven solutions. Our members are ready to share market expertise and trends to guide informed decision-making, support policies that increase housing supply and improve affordability, and advocate for balanced solutions that protect the environment while addressing the needs of families, seniors, and workers. We offer our insights, resources, and partnerships to help guide policies that address these critical housing challenges while balancing the preservation of Ventura County's character and open spaces. We also want the community to know that realtors do more than just help people through what's often the largest financial transaction of their lives. Our members are invested in the quality of life in their communities and are active, dedicated community participants, with over 75% of National Association of Realtors members donating their money or time to community service organizations throughout the country. As an organization, VCCAR prides ourselves on our commitment to local communities. For example, we successfully delivered over $500,000 in assistance relief to victims of the Thomas Fire in 2017 and are currently working to distribute $125,000 in relief to our neighbors in Camarillo now, as well as provide credible temporary rental solutions for displaced victims. We've helped distribute meals at Ventura County Food Share, have helped tend the garden at the Veterans Home in Ventura, and coordinated the Loads of Love project in multiple cities, which is designed to help economically challenged residents clean their clothes. In addition, California Association of Realtors Good Neighbor recipient this last year is a homegrown product from Santa Paula. Ventura County Coastal Association of Realtors is also committed to promoting and protecting consumers. As a profession, organized real estate is being proactive in our approach to creating a safe and secure market. The Real Estate Fraud Advisory Team, REFAT, was established almost 20 years ago to help protect consumers in the real estate marketplace. This collaborative effort between real estate professionals and the District Attorney's Real Estate Fraud Division has worked tirelessly to educate consumers while recovering large sums of money from criminals. Criminal real estate fraud may involve home equity fraud, securities fraud tied to real estate, loan fraud, wire fraud, and rental fraud. And while the market has changed, REFAT's mission has not. The Ventura County District Attorney's Real Estate Fraud Unit continues to investigate and prosecute crimes involving recorded real estate documents. Victims of criminal real estate fraud and predatory lending schemes are often senior citizens or people with limited English speaking abilities. Real estate fraud strikes at the heart of the American dream, where a sophisticated criminal can victimize dozens of people by stealing their life savings and their homes. And VCCAR is proud to work with our partners across the county to create a safe and secure housing market for everyone. Ventura County's efforts to diversify its economy are exciting, expanding beyond agriculture and services by attracting technology and green energy sectors can create stable, higher wage jobs that benefit residents and the city alike. We applaud the county's efforts to increase its housing stock and acknowledge more needs to be done to ensure all Ventura County residents have access to housing they can afford. It is important to recognize the importance of home ownership to the character and stability of communities and its wealth building capacity for families. And we know that communities with higher rates of home ownership have higher property values, can offer a wider range of services and amenities to residents, and often have less crime. We also know that as wages continue to lag, the cost of living and investments are increasingly out of reach. Home ownership is the only real chance many families, especially in high cost of living areas like Ventura County, have at building generational wealth. Ventura County's housing market is at a critical crossroads. We are seeing strong demand and rising prices, but we cannot ignore the challenges of affordability, constrained inventory, and workforce housing. The solutions require collaboration, creativity, and a commitment to action. As realtors, we share your goal of a thriving Ventura County, one where housing opportunities support economic growth, improve the quality of life, and reflect the values of our diverse communities. On a personal note, I think we can all agree that as president, I am acting as the association spokesperson. But the brain trust of much of the housing information you receive is Rob Leatherwood, our Government Affairs Director. And this will be my last time addressing you as my term will be ending and my successor, Rebecca Elliott, will be standing here in 2025. It has been a pleasure collaborating with you in 2024. And I thank you for your time, your leadership, dedication to Ventura County's future. We look forward to partnering with you to ensure a healthy, sustainable housing market that services all residents. And our housing challenges are daunting and threaten our future prosperity, but together we can affect real change that impacts people's lives in a meaningful, successful way. At this point in time, if you have any questions, I'm here to answer them.
Well, Cami, I just want to say thank you for your service and for your association, the Ventura County. I want to make sure I'm saying this correctly. Ventura County Coastal Association of Realtors.
It's a
If you've met any of their members, they're extremely passionate to ensure that we provide the housing for our community. We have this end of the year report. This is 50 plus pages of in-depth information. I would love everyone, if you go on the website, to check it out. We could talk to housing for days, I think, because it's so key for our community. And I just wanted to say thank you for the advocating. We've worked as legislation to get things going through COVID and all sorts of different things. I just wanted to say thank you for being here today, to just making sure people understand that housing is important. So thank
Pleasure.
you.
Thank you so much.
Any other comments from boards? I know there's no public comment. So Supervisor Parvin?
Yes, I appreciate the effort
received.
and work that went behind this. I'm an avid reader. I love to read, so I promise you I will read it. I find this kind of information extremely valuable and I appreciate the work. So thank you very
Well,
much.
I would love to take credit for it, but I have to pass that credit on to Mr. Leatherwood.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
And this is a receive and file, so I will ask for a motion to receive and file. Thank you. Okay, we are trying to give everyone their holiday wish lists by getting everyone to gather. Go ahead, Lori.
Item 15.